10 ghost towns that are awe-inspiring. Part 2. Get ready to embark on a journey into the world of mysterious and forgotten ghost towns. In our thrilling video, we'll delve into the history and secrets of these incredible places where life once thrived but time has since slowed to a crawl, leaving behind only traces of the past. And this is already the second part of our series about ghost towns that we want to share with you. Belchite, Spain. Belchite witnessed fierce battles during the Spanish Civil War in 1937-38. After the war's end, Spanish authorities decided not to rebuild the completely destroyed town, but to preserve it as a monument and a testament to the crimes committed by the losing Republican side. Residents were relocated to a new town, Belchite Nuevo, built nearby, and guided tours were conducted in the old Belchite, which officially received the title of a noble, loyal, and heroic city and was awarded the San Fernando Cross. Access to the Belchite area is strictly with a guide. Tyneham, United Kingdom. In November 1943, this village in Dorset County was turned into a military training ground as part of the preparations for D-Day. The British landings in Normandy, Tyneham was chosen for its convenient terrain, location, and a small population. The residents were assured that they would only have to leave their homes for 28 days, but they were never allowed to return. Tyneham remains a military training ground to this day. Granite, Montana, USA. In the early 20th century, this gold mining town was home to about 1,000 people. By 1940, there was nothing left to mine, and the population dispersed. Today, for just $3, anyone can take a stroll through Granite, which has been preserved in its original state as a historical monument. And yes, this abandoned town is indeed named after the precious stone. Rhyolite, Nevada, USA. Gold was also mined here. The town was founded in 1905 and reached a population of 5,000 during its heyday. By 1920, it was abandoned. Today, Rhyolite is inhabited only by the wind and occasional tourists. Besides the standard infrastructure, there are some unusual structures in the town, such as the Bottle House. Centralia, Pennsylvania, USA, a coal mining town that, by the late 19th century, had a population of 2,000 during the peak of coal mining. The mines began to decline, but the town survived due to its fortunate location. In 1962, local firefighters were cleaning up the town dumped by burning trash, as they had done many times before. However, something went wrong and the fire spread underground into century-old abandoned coal mines. Because of the underground fire releasing a lot of carbon monoxide, residents didn't leave the town until the early 1980s, unaware that there was a coal fire burning beneath them. The worsening health conditions were attributed to other causes. When the fire was discovered and deemed impossible to extinguish, residents were offered voluntary relocation. Most left in 1984, and the most stubborn were forcibly evacuated in 1992 through property condemnation, as the ground had become unstable due to subsidence. In 2002, the town was declared defunct and most of the buildings were demolished. Coba, Alabama, USA. From 1820 to 1825, it served as the capital of Alabama but was abandoned due to floods. Cahaba had long been a transportation hub for cotton. During the American Civil War, Confederates built a prison here, and between 1863 and 1865, it held thousands of Union prisoners of war until another devastating flood occurred. By the early 1900s, most of the town's buildings had been destroyed. Dudleytown, Connecticut, USA. Located at the base of three mountains, Bald Mountain, Woodbury Mountain, and Coltfoot Triplets, and surrounded by dense forest, this town attracts demonologists and tourists, but frightens away the residents of nearby settlements. Chitin, Chile. The town was buried in ash and abandoned following a volcanic eruption. Typically, such catastrophes obliterate towns completely, but the Chitin volcano, which awakened on May 2, 2008, spared the town. Pyroclastic flows bypassed it, but ash ejected into the air and a mud flow of water, volcanic ash, and pumice partially reached Chitin. The population had already been evacuated. Towards the end of the eruption, the ground in the middle of the town split, creating a new course for the Rio Blanco River. The decision was made to rebuild the town elsewhere. Hashimi Island, Japan, located 15 kilometers from the Japanese city of Nagasaki. Hashima Island had underwater coal mines that opened in 1881 with access to the mines from the island. At that time, the settlement had over 5,000 residents. In 1974, Mitsubishi, the owner of the mines, declared them unprofitable, and residents were relocated systematically and energetically. For a while, tourists were allowed to visit the island, but it was eventually prohibited due to an increasing number of accidents. Japanese authorities have yet to decide what to do with this strange town that can no longer bring any benefit. Ross Island, India. Ross Island, along with its eponymous town, was abandoned due to high mortality caused by a harsh climate and frequent natural disasters. However, in the jungles, the buildings from the 18th to the 20th century have been remarkably preserved, including residential houses, a church, and a hospital. Thank you for watching. We also want to mention that we can create a bonus video about ghost towns. To do that, simply like this video and leave a comment saying "bonus video about ghost towns."